Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about how to draw realistic sleeve. So we're working on a sleeve fabric, and I will show you guys step by step how I'm using 8B grade and also electric eraser. As you can see, we have to deal with very nice light highlights. So let's get into the lesson. To don't waste too much time, I'm starting with the edge of the sleeve. I need an outline for this, and I'm going light, following the reference photo. The outline for this sleeve are going curve, because later I need to respect the sleeve fabric. I'm not going too much with this outline because we don't know how long we need, or we're taking to do by proportions. So I'm taking with the top side of the sleeve, and as you can see, the sleeve has more rows. So we're starting to do the rows first. Of course, this outline is already good, so I can go to add the dark tone for the outline. And with very good sharp pencil you can do this. Make the sleeve fabric as a natural, like a photo. Today on this lesson, guys, we will work with a dry hard brush, because most of the time we need to use for the dark tone. I'm starting with the first row. Now I need to check for the size of the row. As you can see, on the top side sleeve we have very thin rows, and slowly we're going on the bottom side of the sleeve. The rows are growing, so the thin become large one. So we're starting with 2-3 lines for the thin ones. So I can go close with the fabric. To respect the sleeve fabric, I'm going very light and also by dotting. If you remember what I told you last time on my lessons, always try to work with dots when you do materials or different fabric texture. Of course, we need to blend these thin lines. And I will blend every separately line. I'm using #1 blending stone, guys, and I'm going by small circle emotions. Slowly you will see a little bit graphite is going into the row and also on the rest part of the sleeve. Dash too. Mami mere. I'm happy with the first one, not too much to do here. I'm coming with a few small dots to design a little bit from the top side sleeve fabric. I'm gonna use blending stump again so I can make the difference between the shadow of the skin of the hand and also the sleeve. As you can see, guys, how we're going down on the bottom, they become darker, and also we have like a big mark of the dark tone here. But if we do everything step by step, and I mean about the lines, the design of the jumper, I do the second one. Slowly to the end of the sleeve, I'm sharpening a little bit so I can go out, make the illusion of 3D like a round. Now I'm coming to do some dots, same as I did on the first one, because it's not really clear visible what is here. So if we do by the dots, we can feel the aisle, we can feel the gap for the rows. This type of dotting, it will give the illusion of the fabric texture. You can use this technique, guys, always when you draw a jumper or different texture of the clothes. But be careful when you draw lace dress, is different story. If you want to learn how to draw lace dress, you can find my lessons on YouTube channel, step by step, as I draw Marilyn Monroe portrait. Check down on my YouTube channel and scroll for the video. You will see loads of lessons. For the third row, what I'm going now, I need to add a little bit color into the gaps. So this way to do is by dotting, but this time lighter. I don't want to make the same color of the dots with the rows. And because we start to do the sleeve, now we need to do the shadow for the finger to make the sleeve more visible. I'm going with small circle emotions so I can imitate the skin, which is on this side of the portrait. Same, I'm staying on gradient, so on the bottom of the finger, which is close to the sleeve, I'm coming with dark tone. If you do this, guys, you will have an illusion of 3D art. I'm using blending stump. There's no reason to use any type of brushes here. If you use slowly light blending stump, you will mix very nice the gradient for the finger. As you can see, small circular motions help me to imitate the skin. And as you can see, we have also a gradient from dark to light, which is perfect. As you can see, I'm using loads of time dotting technique. I love this dotting because it's very helpful, especially when I do design of the skin tone on the faces and also on the fabric texture. Now we're moving further and we do the third row. As I did on the first two, I need to go round and follow the reference photo. I need to stay close with the same distance. I see lots of types on YouTube channel and also on TikTok, guys, how the people draw the sleeves. They draw the outline for all sleeve, and after that they try to separate the eye on the sleeve, and it's taking too long. If you do this way, you will see how fast you can work. I try to show you guys the easiest and the fastest way. Now I'm going with small dots on the row. Aquí posibilitatea în fiecare. Da, nu-i bai, dacă poți. And I'm sharpening to the end of the sleeve. As you can see, guys, I don't need to go with these dots till the end. When I'm here close to the finish of the sleeve, I'm going with lines. Now I need to color the sleeve, yeah? So we're working on a sleeve elastic now, and we need to coloring everything to be like a light gray and dark gray, depend of the light or the highlights. So always on your portrait, if the highlight is coming from the top side, left or right, remember the dark tone should be on the bottom of your portrait. Now I'm coming with the same technique with light dots. I want to make a little bit light gray inside and separately to every row. Of course, I need to grow the size of the rows. Slowly with each line we're going further. As you can see, on the top are very thin, and I'm changing the size when I'm moving further. It's very important, guys, to learn how to follow the reference photo, to draw like a reference photo. So that's why I'm here, guys, to show you my way to draw. Don't worry if this is taking a little bit longer, but also, as you can see, we learn to work professional. I achieved so many skills, so I can teach everyone all my skills. so we can learn together a lot of things about realistic drawing. I'm going now to blend the row, which is a little bit gap into the texture. I'm going with small circle emotions. As you can see, I'm not rushing at all. And because I did already with the graphite inside by dotting, I'm coming to change the value of the color inside of the material. How to do this? As you can see, I'm pushing from dark to light. I'm pushing from the gap, which is the row. I'm pushing the graphite a little bit into the lighter area. But I will teach you guys how to make this looking more natural, more important for your portrait when we're using electric eraser. Using electric eraser, we can do the same design as we have the highlights. Make the perfect sleeve. As you can see, I'm going very slowly, so I can be perfect in lines of designing. I want to design as close with the reference photo as I can. Ajută-ți, lasă-ne acolo pe masă. Cred că mai degrabă mie m-a venit Cosma, nu că lui nu. As you can see, even if it's very, very thin to the end of the sleeve, I need to respect this to go light till the end of the sleeve. Round a little bit here and go out. This will make the illusion of 3D art drawing. Now I'm coming with dots, same as first rows, but as I told you guys, we need to change the size. Now we need to grow a little bit the dots. Also, we can go with small circle emotions, or if we prefer, you can go only by dotting. Thank you very much for your time spent on my videos, guys. I appreciate. And if you're ready to learn about realistic drawing, I'll be here to teach everyone who loves to draw. I start like you guys with simple sketches, and I love it what I did, and I upgraded my skill day by day. Of course, as you can see, we need to work with more tones, so I need to respect this one, and where I need light tone, I release the pressure on the pencil. In this way, I draw like a light gray. I'm ready to add blending stump again, and I will respect the way of the drawing by small circle emotions. No. I'm coming to add a little bit dots inside so I can build the sleeve fabric. From now, more details coming to do. So if I have to deal with dots, I'm going by dotting, and if I have to deal with lines, I just line a light till I'm happy with the design. Always make sure you're happy with the design you made, and stay focused on your drawing. Of course, be patient where you work. Stay longer on portrait if it's necessary. I'm ready to go further with more lines, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4. So from now, starting the big ones. I need to grow a little bit this one. So I can respect the reference photo. Why I can do with my pencils? This type of dotting, and also very dark, as you can see, is going very dark. It's not really about because I'm working with 8B grade. It's about because I just resharp my pencil. If you remember, I told you, I think on the latest lesson, how to resharp your pencil. And I'm using on sandpaper or nail polish. Now it's starting to see like a realistic sleeve. Be careful with the blend to the end of the sleeve, because we need to work with light tone on the hand. As you can see, the different color is changing, and also we have to deal with highlights on the top side of the hand. So make sure you don't coloring with blending stump inside of the hand. The most important thing to learn is how to outlining. If your drawing is outlined good, all work is going well. If you're outlining wrong from the beginning, you will lose the way to work, and it will be very hard to come back for the realism. În casa asta. Ce s-a întâmplat? Avem spiritism aici. Lecția mea spiritism. I need to go very thin till the end, as you can see, and also I need to go out. But I need to respect this small part of the highlights, so this one is going only here. I will resharp a little bit, if you remember, like eyebrows. When you draw eyebrows, to the end of the eye is sharper. I need to respect this here as well. coming with dotting and small circle emotions, so I can fill this gap. We have time to draw an hour for today, guys. And if you stay with me till the end, you will see how to highlighting make the sleeve looking more realistic. We're starting with the beginning, so we take everything step by step. Now, as you can see, I need more shadows inside of the gap, and this row become larger or a little bit bigger. And as I told you guys, slowly with each row we make now need to be bigger so we can respect the design in the reference photo. What I'm trying to do now actually is trying to imitate the sleeve fabric, and this part with elastic. If I'm going in this way, it will look closer to the realism, this part for the sleeve. And also, if I need darker, I just repeat the same job and I can add the dark tone. The important thing is to know how to do. Thank you very much, my love.
You're welcome.
On the bottom line, as you can see on every row, we need to add the dark tone. And I will show you how to do that one after I finish with this part. As you can see, I'm just sharpening this line with less graphite. Now I'm adding the dark tone on the bottom side. I'm going only with small circle emotions, but this time only on the bottom. I'm going with blending stone, and slowly we can use also dry hard brush. We can use dry hard brush on the top side, as you can see, because it's very thin lines. We need to be careful for the small parts, but when we have a bigger, so the size of the brush, we can use the brush. I'm going with this with small circle emotions as well. and I'm changing the color, the value of the graphite. As you can see, I'm not going faster, I'm not rushing, I'm going slowly, so I let the time of the graphite get inside of the tooth of the paper. You need to give some time to the graphite to get inside of the paper. Now rest of the sleeve, because it's different color, I'm going with blending stone. With small circle motions, you will see how to coloring light gray. What I'm doing now, I'm pushing graphite from dark to light, from dark tone inside. Now, because the size are growing, I can add the rest of the details, which are like small details for the sleeve, for the texture. You can do with dots and lines. I blend the details, and as you can see, if I blend, they become a little bit blue-red, which is good. I will show you one more line. Now I need to go straight a little bit, the curves lines changing. As you can see on the top they going curve, but slowly they become almost straight. We check for the distance, so we can add more details later. And we need to do another part of the shadow. I do by small circle motions. And I build the gap, the row. It's good to stay on the dotting or the small circle motions. If you do by small circle motions, go very small. If you do by dotting, it's perfectly made. I'm going by dotting so I can be close with the sleeve texture. With small circle motions, I draw the size of the row. As you can see, guys, again the small circle motions technique help us to do our work, same as we do on the skin tone. I need to follow the first sharp line, and I'm going on the bottom of this. So I'm going light with outlines. When I'm happy with the design, I can come in with the dots and small circle emotions over. I just need a little bit way so I can see where to go. That's it. I have the way. Now I can carry on with the dots over. Doing this, I will cover the line, become realistic sleeve texture. Sharp till the end. And more layers for the tone, inside and on the bottom. If you want to stay longer on the same tone, my recommendation is resharp your pencil. Depend which sharpener you're using. But remember, after you use the sharpener, don't forget to resharp a little bit your pencil on a sandpaper. I have the design very close to that. I'm using again dry hard brush so I can change the value of the graphite. As I told you, when I'm working with very dark tone, I just insist and I'm staying longer so I can give time, a little bit time for the graphite. When I'm happy with the design, I'm coming with outlining on the bottom. Adding a little bit more graphite. I will change the tone of the bottom side as well, making this looking 3D. Of course, if you have portraits, guys, that you're using more dark tone, you will feel a little bit pain on your small finger. But if you feel that, you can take a little bit break. If you're not really very experienced, maybe you ask yourself what's happened. Happened to me as well, so don't worry. We just need to take a short break and we can carry on. I'm coming with dry hard brush only on the bottom side of the line to smooth a little bit. With blending stump, I will fill this white side. We're talking about realistic drawing, so we need to smooth to blur this elastic sleeve texture. Hopefully you understand, guys, everything we learn here, everything I'll show you. and you can upgrade your drawing skill from now. I'm using for the moment only number 1 blending stone to blur the rest part of the sleeve, but when I'm going down, as you can see here, is not necessary to use blending stone, it's just a wasting of time. We jump straight away on dry hard brush, which is the fastest way to draw the dark tone. We need to line another gap, so we draw another row. We need to be careful of for the edge of the sleeve need to be very good, sharp, and also design. We're checking also for the shape. And if you're a beginner, my advice is go lighter before, and after that repeat the layers so you change the tone into the dark tone. As you can see, I'm going straight away because I know how thin to go, or even if it's not necessary to go thin. Because of my experience, my eye visuals are already fixed on my drawing, and as you can see, I can take the perfect measurement. Of course, it will be more easy later because we use more dry hard brush. Remember guys, very important details, if you want to draw realistic, you can make only with a very good sharp pencils. I resharp my pencils as many times it need, so don't hesitate to resharp your pencils.
Poate poți să chizi ușa cu vitea în zonă.
Da, ți vrei?
Nici calme.
Ce care? Da. That's the way guys, remember, start with the lighter tone, always keep your eye on the reference photo, respect everything you see. My advice is, if you want to draw realistic, draw everything you see. So as you can see, even me, I'm checking for the reference photo, and everything I see there, if it's about the dark tone, the light, I respect, and Slowly, slowly, as you can see, we can do the same as reference photo. If you're interested to learn different things, I have loads of lessons and tutorials on my YouTube channel. And if you're on my YouTube channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell notification for more videos. But also, I think I made already enough lessons for you guys so you can upgrade your drawing skill. I have also a video for my art supplier introduction. If you don't know about art supplier, and I'm talking about only about graphite, not charcoal, because I'm working only with graphite pencils. So I have a video where I introduce and I present all my suppliers, even pencils, sharpeners, everything you're interested for. Don't hesitate, subscribe on my channel and start now to learn about realistic drawing as I did a long time ago. Hopefully you are well, guys, and see you next time with more videos and lessons. Now you know how to draw even the sleeve, the fabric texture, elastic one. Now we used to work on elastic, but the rest of the drawing, if you remember, we did use circle emotions to draw the rest part of the jumper. As you can see, designed jumper with more details. So always I'm checking for details so I can go with a reference photo on the same way. I appreciate a lot your time spent with me, guys, and also I want to thank you very much for beautiful comments on TikTok page. We are over the 9K on TikTok and we're still growing day by day, so thank you very much for this. I am Raul and I'm happy to help everyone who loves to draw. Bye bye, have a good night and take care, guys. Hopefully you follow my lessons and my steps to draw so you can upgrade your drawing skill. Take care, bye bye.